think I might put or gritty. Oh, I feel like I would do that, and there would just be riots. So for the riots, we're gonna do it just for the riots. What's up, fraternity? Welcome back to Fresh Fuzz, where I used to be a pro Major League Sports mascot and tell secrets and stories of what it's like behind the mask. While we do so, we usually play some games or we do some cool mascot stuff like we are today. If you don't know already, I used to be with the Florida Panthers. I also did some time in the minor leagues did some time that's like prison sentence.
Why did they throw us in the slammer?
Wasn't a lot of fun. Anyway, I did a couple seasons with the Phillies in the minor leagues and the Flyers in the minor leagues. Loved both those teams as well. Did a great job. But anyway, I used to be a pro Major League Sports mascot, so in the NHL, I'm going to rank the NHL characters based on the design alone. Not necessarily about the actual characters, how they perform, how the performers do, because quite frankly, I'm friends with most of these guys, and if anybody hasn't retired since I have, I'm friends with all of them. So I'm not going to judge off of that, because one, I'd probably be biased. I'm going to like all of them, and two, they all do a killer job. They're all doing a great job out there. So we're going to do this specifically based on the actual character suit design, which a lot of the performers here, actually I don't know if any of them have had influence on their actual character. Maybe one or two that have been there long enough, but that's about it. So we're gonna jump into this. I'll try not to do too many of their personal stories, but I'll probably tell some stories as well with each one of them too. So if you like mascots, NHL, whatever it is, thank you guys so much for being here. Let's get into it, though. Let's get into it and see what you guys think. Also, tell me what your favorite character is in the comments below, especially if it's not just your team. You know what I mean? What you see online. So, like I said, my character was Stanley C. Panther with the Panthers when I was in the NHL. Loved it. Had a great time there. 6 years total. Had a great time. The problem is, though, Stanley was actually my least favorite character I ever played.
My mind is blown.
When I was doing pro sport, you know, at least compared to the minor league characters I had, all that, you know, it was a durable suit. It was good. The design, though, which is kind of inspiring this video here, because I hated the design. He is you put a different jersey on him, you can put him in any Panthers team anywhere, whether it's a high school, whatever, and he would blend in.
Panthers, let's go.
You take another character, for example, like Wild Wing. You know, super unique, iconic look. You can't just put that on any Ducks team. You know what I mean? It's their look. So for that reason, I put Stanley at D tier.
Loser.
So like I said, not being biased with this one, just going based off of the character design alone. I like the stuff that I changed and manipulated with the character. For example, I put in magnets in the mask so it would come up. I could slam a water bottle into my face, basically. In my mouth, into Stanley's mouth, into my face, and drink water real quick, pull it out, and the magnets would slam back down and it would close without anybody noticing if I was like almost behind scenes, or quite frankly, I could technically do it in front of fans too, without anybody noticing too. Took that from the Raze as well. Awesome design here. There. He didn't have the magnets, I don't think, but he had a way to put water into his mouth there over at the Tampa Bay Rays. So next one, Chance. Chance is an interesting one too. Quite frankly, it's unique. I will say that. I don't love the big foam head. It's
But not a lot.
bulky. Love the performer for Chance. Does a great job there. Chance is not necessarily my favorite character. I think it's an okay design. I'd put it just above Stanley. Stanley's going to be kind of our base level. Just to start with, but yeah, Chance's shoes, even he just uses basic shoes. He You know, I know he can just take any shoes from a store and you know, he can wear them. I've seen that in person as well. So not really a great character design in my opinion. It's good. Chance does a great job over there. His social media is awesome. So again, just going off of the actual character design. Sparty Cat, love Sparty Cat. A lot of people get a little scared of Sparty Cat and those big eyes he has. I mean, there's two lions, a couple of saber-tooths in the league, bunch of cats. He's definitely a unique look for him. So I'm gonna put him a little higher too. Probably gonna go. I would go high C, low B tier on this one. I'm gonna go low B tier on that one. His jaw moves up and down, which I think is cool. Nobody else has that long hockey-like look with that mane.
Nice hair.
I wish his head was smaller. I think I might bounce his head is him down to C tier just because his head is so big. It's not very performer friendly. But other than that, great character, awesome guy too. He's one of the nicest guys I've ever met in my life. Sabretooth, I'm gonna go above Stanley, but D tier with that one too. Super basic. You can go so much better with a Sabretooth tiger. It's just, again, you can take that and put it pretty much at any tiger school or Sabretooth school. In high school, middle school, honestly, would even blend in middle school. It just wouldn't stand out very much anywhere else. It's not very unique. It's big-headed. I don't know. I'd put it almost equivalent with Stanley. Stanley at least has, you know, a smaller head, but Stanley's a skinny character. I'm biased with chubby characters. You know, just to put that in perspective, I think Nash is, I think, a B tier with that one. I was almost going A tier with that. It's a good-looking character, skinny character. He does a great job. If I'm going off of actually his performance, it's S tier. One of my favorite characters I've ever seen perform. He's awesome. Does a great job. And as from a business perspective of the team, crushes it too. So love Nash. He's a great character. Just to, you know, what you can do differently with a Sabretooth tiger to put it in comparison. I guess we can jump back to the Kings too, because we went over Sparty Cat being a lion. Bailey, not very unique either. I love the name design, so I'm going to put him low C tier. If you guys don't know why Bailey is named Bailey, it's actually a callback to 9/11. Ace Bailey was I want to say he was a scout, something like that, coach, something like that. Somebody can check me on those that correct thing. But anyway, part of the team staff, and he was part of the tragedy in 9/11. We'll just leave it at that. And then this character was designed. They wanted to name it Ace, couldn't name it Ace because the Blue Jays had a character named Ace. They had the rights on that, so they went with Bailey instead, the guy's last name.
That's pretty cool.
Perfect. Originally had sunglasses too on him, but the designer, which actually ended up being my boss at the Panthers, is why I know so much about Bailey. But he didn't like that you couldn't see his eyes. It didn't seem trustworthy to kids. So that's what they cut the sunglasses off. He had sunglasses for appearance, different things, but he was gonna consistently have sunglasses for the whole time. They took that out. NJ Devil, I'm gonna go in between. I'm gonna go a little higher than Sabretooth on that one. Very basic. Take that to, you paint him blue, take him over to Duke. You would blend right in. He would blend right in, and at least the blue one would be more unique, I guess, is what I'm gonna go with that one. So it's okay. It's okay. I love NJ. NJ's a cool homie of mine. Probably one of my best friends in the league, especially when I was in the league. We were texting, calling all the time, getting ideas, bouncing ideas off of each other. Awesome dude. Met him at my audition, actually, with that one for the Panthers. Anyway, now we got Harvey the Hound. Oh, the OG, the first guy in the league, which is awesome. The first mascot ever. I don't know, not ever in the NHL.
Oh!
I don't know what the year was, but it's been a long time. It's been a long time. So I think I put him in A tier. He hasn't changed much since back then. They kept it iconic. He's got balls in his eyes as pupil that bounce around, kind of like Gritty's eyes that like spin around. So similar to that for sure. What else? He's got that long tongue, you know, pretty iconic. I don't love that he doesn't have his team jersey on, I guess. That's probably the only negative I can say about it, but also it's, you know, a little outdated. But considering they designed that decades ago, awesome character. Awesome character. Everybody's favorite, Gritty. Gritty. I'm trying to think. There's only a few characters that I would put up here in S tier. I'm gonna try to keep it to 3 as far as characters designs. Maybe 4. I'm trying to look through the list here. So let's see. I love the long beard. His eyes go around. He definitely has some fanatic things to him. His belly button squeaks, his fingers squeak, which is pretty cool. His belly button is interchangeable too. A lot of details to this one for sure. I don't know that I love the plastic helmet. If that cracks, you got to get a new helmet. You know, so you can't just repair that. So I don't love that. That's one thing. And also, when his sits straight up and down, his beard covers half of his team logo, which, quite frankly, Gritty might be more popular than the actual team himself. So the beard blocking the logo is missing out on a lot of I guess, advertisement or something like that. I don't know. Brand recognition we'll go with. So I'm gonna put him high A tier.
Oh, this stinks.
Almost S tier. I just don't want to put a ton in S tier, so I'm gonna try to keep that 3 for S tier. Just put it in my top 3. I think that's what I'm gonna go with. I might move that around, but we'll see. Nordy, awesome character as well. High B tier, low A tier probably, somewhere around there. I think the only reason I would bump it down to B tier is because nobody really knows what he is. Is he a bear? Is he a cat? Is he just the logo? You don't really know. I love the mullet. I think it's funny. I think it's goofy.
The mullet. I invented the mullet.
Primo.
Good character design and all. A lot of color on him, that's for sure. Yeah, I like it. Nothing bad to say about it. It's just a good character. Nothing. I don't know, above and beyond, I guess, with it either. Carlton, old school too. With that one, I'm gonna put him low B tier. He's a fat, cute, cuddly bear. You probably could pick him up and put him with another team. Probably would blend in, I guess, but he's old school. So I'm trying to keep in perspective of when they were made too, right? Because obviously Gritty being the most recent is going to have, well, I guess not. You have the Seattle Kraken, which isn't even on this list. I'll have to add him in. But I'm using somebody else's tier list, but the decades in difference in time, I'm trying to keep that in perspective too. So I might throw him low B tier instead of high C tier, because I like Carlton. Awesome character, great guy, and performer as well. Next one here is going to be my man Wild Wing. I love this character design. I'm a 90s kid, so I think it's just the fact that he's so iconic. He's got a signature look to him. The only thing negative I can really say about him is his helmet is plastic. If that thing cracks, which it did at the All-Star game, I want to say San Jose? I might be wrong with that. Took a puck off the head. If you guys don't know, during the All-Star game for the NHL, the mascots actually play a hockey game. The funniest thing I've ever seen and been a part of too. Because it's like, I don't know, a ton of people playing hockey basically blindfolded. Some of them really, really good. One of the NJ Devils at one point was like a semi-pro guy that went back and was a mascot then for a while. So there's some really good talent, and then there's other people that literally own skates for that one event a year, then don't put on skates ever again. It's for the whole year. Like that's the only event they do. I can think of 2. I'm not gonna call them out because that's shady, but that's the way it is. Tommy Hawk, one of my favorite characters as far as performance ever. This is the old look for him. I'm using somebody else's tier list, which is fine. But we're gonna pull that one up here. I'm gonna put this one. I love the colors. I love the mohawk. I love the name Tommy Hawk. It's a great character. The performer. I'm trying not to be biased with tier 2. I'm gonna put him A tier, probably between Gritty and Harvey there. Awesome character design. All right, next one, Al, aka the MVP, as we used to joke. Anytime we had a league-wide event, he was the MVP because there's not actually a character. It's just a statue that used to come down, and I think they raffled it off too. I don't even think they have it anymore. If anybody lives in Detroit, let me know. I have no idea. I have no idea if they still have it. Bernie, one of my best friends. So super trying not to be biased with this one because I would put him at S tier right away because I love him. Awesome dude. Also born in Denver myself, so I love the Avalanche. I hear they have a beautiful arena too. I've never been. I need to go for sure. I love Bernie. Awesome design. I'm gonna put him A tier as well. Probably behind Tommy because you could put him with another team if you have like a college with a big budget and they're some kind of dog character or something around the I don't know, something along those lines. But how many Avalanche teams do you love that? Great team name, great character to go with the Avalanche. They used to have the Yeti though. Kind of love the Yeti. I would put Yeti top tier because I love the Yeti design. Sorry, my nose is itchy. Anyway, Yuppie started as an MLB. He was too good of a design to give up. Super old school. He's got the eyes like Gritty, which people just never noticed, I guess, before.
I'll show you some crazy eyes.
Probably because they don't really lean into the character's social media. I don't even think he has it. I went to Yuppie's 40th birthday as well, which was awesome. Not the actual character, not the performer, but the actual character's 40th birthday. Awesome character, S tier for sure. Old school, great design, like right up there with the Fnatic as far as design. They go hand in hand, especially when you look at old school MLB. Awesome thing too is one of the original performers for the Expos in Montreal, still with the team. When Yuppie moved over to the Canadians, so did he. Awesome, so cool. And when I had a really cool conversation with him. I talked to him about it in St. Louis, the St. Louis All-Star game. Got an opportunity to sit down with him and just hang out in the locker room. And I asked him, I was like, so I was baseball before I went hockey. Did you like baseball more than hockey? He goes, absolutely. I'd go back to baseball any day. Loved it. So much better. Fans so much more fun. Gives so much more freedom. Yada, 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 yada. He, did not even hesitate. Had nothing better to say about hockey than he did baseball. Not that he hates hockey by any means. Hockey is Montreal. Go hand in hand. But he loved performing for baseball better.
That's pretty cool.
This one, Sparky, honestly, there's very few I would put below Stanley. And most of them is because of performer friendly. Quite frankly, the next two, Stinger and Sparky, they both, to me, are just not performer friendly. Heads are so big. Freaking Sparky's nose goes out like 2.5 feet. It's just so big. I would hit so many people with that. And for that reason, I'm out.
And for that reason, I'm out.
As they say on Shark Tank. Same with Stinger. His head's just giant. And the eyeballs are plastic. Those crack. You can't just stitch them up and be done with it. You got to get those replaced. It's a huge helmet. The positive is when we did that hockey game, this kid could see everything. And probably one of the better hockey players on the list as well. I will give him that. Performers though, both of them awesome people. Love them. Hung out with them multiple times. Jersey when I was up there for their birthday. For NJ's birthday. Loved it up there. Howler, love Howler. He's up there, I guess, with Bailey, where they're kind of, you can put him with any Coyote in school, and he would blend in. I love the shoes that are popping out of the toes that are popping out of the shoes. Cool fun fact too: Stanley and Howler have the same fur color. It's called Pooh Bear fur. Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh.
We ordered from the same place, and they ordered the same fur. Not his cheeks per se, but his legs were exactly the same. I think Bailey is very similar. If I forgot my gloves and Bailey was there, I probably could put them on, nobody would know, and it would fit fine. But Bailey has cool batting gloves for gloves, and then fur on the back, where I had touchscreen thermal gloves, I think is what they were called. I don't remember, something like that. But we both were able to steal phones and touchscreens. Slapshot's next. Love Slapshot. One of my favorite performers of all time, for sure. I've known him for, how long have I known? Probably 15 years now. Almost. I think 13 years is what we're at. Known him for a long time. Awesome dude. He and I worked in the minors together a lot, and both had the same rookie year too, which is awesome. But Slapshot, you would think it's just an eagle, but he's got, you know, a whole bunch of different like hidden stuff. He's got stars on the back of his head.
America.
He's got, you know, the feather-looking fur coming at the bottom, but he's not actually feathers. It actually is fur. The one thing I don't love about Slapshot is when he takes a photo, he kind of has to tilt his head to the side, kind of like Sharky does. See how, like, then their eyes are actually looking at you. So with those two, I'm gonna put him next to Bernie. I love those characters as well. He's A tier, but low A tier, probably closer to B tier with that one. All right, next one is the Lynx himself, Hunter. Hunter is cool from the Oilers. One of the newer characters too. Giant head, pretty intimidating. Don't love this character. Performer's awesome. I won't say anything bad about any of these characters, to be quite frank, or the performers rather. I loved them all. They were all cool people. But this guy's character, I'm gonna throw yeah, I think I'd do that. I don't, again, Stanley's just our base point. I'm just trying to think like which character I would want more or less. I'm gonna go with that one there. I feel like that's realistic. Then we got the Penguins. I love Iceberg. Creative name, coming from Pittsburgh. Iceberg ending in the berg. The same berg spelling as Pittsburgh rather than the actual iceberg. Great name, character. This guy actually designed by the same guy that did the parrot for the Pirates too. That's why they kind of have similar looks to them as well. Also the same original performer. Just both really, really cool characters. I would put him up.
Penguins! Penguins!
Put him up there. Also one of my favorite characters. When I was in the league, he became a grandpa. He's been there for a long time. I don't know. I think he passed it off now to his son, which is really cool. But I won't go into too much detail to do too much about that. But awesome guy. Amazing. One of the nicest dudes I've ever met. He, like, my first All-Star game my mom actually went to. Second All-Star game my mom actually went to as a fan, and he found out it was my mom. He like went over and like had a full conversation with her in suit, just to say some nice. Awesome. Sharky, love Sharky. Performers was like just one of my best friends for sure. Super cool dude. Been with a lot of teams too. So he definitely has experience. Been got just cool resume, I guess, of a bunch of different pro teams, and NFL, MLB, and NHL now. Don't think he has any NBA, but I might be wrong on that, and definitely some minor leagues as well. I mean, most of these guys have minor leagues experience, but awesome dude. Sharky, however, don't love the character. He's cool. His shoes are kind of interesting because they're both supposed to look like skates. I would put him. I'm gonna put him just above Sparty, I think.
Really?
Really?
Shark's team is awesome. The colors are cool. The character's decent. I just don't love that you have to turn away his head to take pictures. He could go to another school. That's the Sharks, that's for sure. We have a couple here in Florida and blend right in. You wouldn't really have to rebrand too much, which I know you could do with a lot. You could, but you know there are some iconic ones where you can't just. And Thunderbug, awesome character name. Head's a little large. I know that's one of my like things I hate. That's why I keep going back to that. But awesome character design. His antennae used to light up too. Chubby characters, always one of my favorites too. I'm gonna put him. Also cool team, successful. I'm gonna put him. I think high B. I think I'm gonna go high B tier. I like the character. The yellow would probably get pretty dirty. I don't love that, but that's all right. Good design all around. All right. What else? Louis. I went to Louis' wedding. Awesome family. Awesome guy. Amazing performer. one of the nicest guys I know. I'm going to have to put him there in 18. Question. I think I go right here, right here.
No way, no way, no way.
Because he's a blue polar bear. He can't really just be put with any bear team. He's adorable. His helmet's cool. He doesn't always have to wear the helmet. We're like, I think Gritty always does. Sure. Also, like this helmet for UP is not always there. That's just a problem. So if that cracks, like he can take it off. But I think his is foam too, so it's not gonna crack and be done. Although when it does tear, it glue it back together. It's not as easy knowing it, but love the character. Great design. Stormy's adorable. As a guy that played a pig at one point as well, worked for the Iron Pigs for the Phillies AAA team, so love the pig character. I liked Ferris more, I will say that. If I'm going pig to pig, I'm gonna have to put Stormy. Cool back. Stormy was the only. I was not there anymore. She retired just before I did. But I'm gonna go here. I think I like Carlton a little. Stormy's cute and adorable. I'm not gonna quite drop down to here, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with that there. And Victor, great design, unique character. I love his big nose, his hockey sticks for hair, his cowboy boots, fat character, long green hair. I mean, we're fresh Fuzz here, man. We got green fur everywhere. So I'm gonna go all the way up here to a S tier, but I think I like that character most. I hate the helmet. The team hates the team as well, or the character too, the actual corporate. Sorry, to bounce back to Wild Wing. But personally, I think he has so much potential. So much potential. When Disney sold the team to whoever owns the team now, the Ducks, they did not like the character. They wanted to get rid of it. That's why they moved to the Ducks instead of the Mighty Ducks. They wanted to get away from the Disney, especially being in Anaheim. And well, they didn't. Because they took away the character, the fans got upset, and they so I think there's a lot of bad energy, I guess, with Wild Wing, but I think that character has so much. I love the design. Also designed by Disney, so they own it. Anyway, Bruins. I know I skipped over Victory Green a little bit, but you know, great design all around. All right, Bruins. This kind of falls in the category of doesn't really fit in. Or I mean, he does really fit in with any character. This one is a super short character as well. I'm like 6 inches, maybe even taller, too tall for this. For this character, I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go down above Stanley. I might go below Stanley. Oh, I'm going. Stanley's just more friendly looking, I guess. What it comes down. Also, I fit in Stanley. All right, I said it wasn't gonna be biased. We're biased here. No big deal. Next one is Finn. Finn's awesome character. Another one that like kind of have to look sideways. The head's cool. Like the dorsal fin's kind of bouncy, but it is just like a human body, I guess, except for his hands a little bit. And then a head, not very. I kind of for the blast too. Mickey, kind of just a human body with a head.
Human?
Of a different animal, so not super unique. I guess you could say that about a lot of these, but not super unique with that one. But the cool thing was with Finn, you could use. There is certain heads that he has that actually have a fog maker. Is that a fog machine? Fog machine. That's the word I'm looking for. And it like actually pumps out the top of the head, so his dorsal fin, or not his dorsal, his blowhole, it shoots out fog, which is kind of cool. Or like looking. So that's pretty cool. I like that. So I'm gonna pull that one up a little higher. I'm gonna go right behind Nash. We're gonna go right there. Last one is Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse. I mean, you got a little bit of a tight turn there with the name. they're definitely pushing it. They're definitely pushing it for copyright. That's for sure. I think in the States he has to wear a shirt that says "Move." Might be making that up. I might have heard that as a rumor. Because Mickey is too close to Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse? I don't know. Whatever. Decent character. It was a minor league character that just kind of promoted, I guess, because the Jets got a team quickly after the Thrashers moved. So, considering it was a minor league character and then they didn't do anything with it, okay, I'm gonna go low C with that one. I don't particularly love it. Great performer. I went to Finland with it. But the character itself, For the last one, since it's not on this list, we're going to throw Seattle in here. Seattle, I love. I just pull up the character. The Seattle have a troll named Bowie. I think it's Boiy. Seattle. How do you spell it? Seattle. Mascot. Tracking. I think I spelled it wrong. Buoy. I spelled it wrong. Not bad. But we do have this one here. Let's just up real quick. He is right here. I like this character. A lot of people did not like it. I don't really like the pale skin because all I can think of is all the Sharpies that are going to be written, drawn all over your hands, and be hard to get out, especially with the shorter, like, felt style fur. I like the colors. It looks like a lot of maintenance, I will say that. His tooth pops out, which is cool. I like that. His feet are kind of goofy looking. You can kind of see him in this one. Got, like, actual big feet. He's got earrings and stuff hanging out of him. I think they went unique with this one, and I like that. I don't know where I'd put it. I think I'd put it probably high B. I think I go between Thunderbug and Nordy with that one. So we'll slide him in there too. I think it's nice. But yeah, we're gonna throw that right in here between the two after Thunderbug before Nordy. I think that's it. I think I'm happy with that. Move any now. Let's see. I think I might put or gritty. Oh, I feel like I would do that and there would just be riots. So for the riots, we're gonna do it just for the riots. Riot! I think he's a great character. I think he's too much like the Fanatic. Could have, done something a little bit different, but he's very Fanatic-like. In my opinion, he's got the beard and his head's different, but his body is very similar. And you're already in Philly. I probably would have done something a little different if I could, but maybe not. Maybe I'm being too skeptical on that one. Let's swap up to here. I think I like him better than those two. Sabretooth. I like Sabretooth better than NJ. Just the character, of course. Being hurt. Like, oh, NJ's a way better performer. He may or may not be. I don't know. There's so many ways to measure a performer. So many websites that do it too. DNZ ranked me 3rd overall in, I don't think I'm 3rd overall, or I was 3rd overall, but happy to oblige, basically. And I mean overall, I don't mean the league. I mean all pro sports, all college sports, all minor league sports, all mascots. They do a cool ranking, like based on social media. I got a lot of love 1 week on social media, basically. But anyway, this is all my stuff here. This is my ranking, so I hope you guys like it. Comment below, though. Comment below. It's all good. Comment below. Let me know what you guys like, who your favorite is, and who should be moved, what you disagree with. I'm totally cool with that. This is my opinion, just based off the designs. If you guys want to see some more stuff, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys for all the love. YouTube is back for sure. Twitch is going crazy. We have 2 channels over on Twitch now. Now we have Fresh Fuzz Freddy, and we have Ray and Fuzz, where me and my girl play spooky games, and it's been terrifying, but it's been fun. All right, guys, thanks so much. Don't forget, though, it's not just a channel, it's a fraternity. See ya.